One problem associated with midline diastema closure is the moment caused by the force used to close the space, which is located incisal to the center of rotation. This can lead to unwanted tipping mesially of both incisors. This not only causes a concern for the patient but can also prolong the treatment. Case of a broken mesodens that left the patient with a very wide space between the central incisors. So this is a video interpretation of what's going to happen if this space is closed using force. E chain between the central incisor brackets away from the center of rotation. But wait, there is still another unwanted effect that cannot be prevented by the use of long hooks. That is the rotation of the crown in relation to its long axis. You will have to deal with it later. The plan was to fabricate a DIY hook that would be long enough that the force can be applied nearest the center of rotation. After the mesodens was removed, a couple of hooks was fabricated and bonded directly to the labial surface of the central incisors. I made sure that the hooks would not get in the way of the arch wires or the bracket. A night-tie coil spring would then be attached to the ends of both hooks. The wire material I am using is a .028 stainless steel made by the Italian company called Leone. From the spool, I cut about an 8 centimeter length of wire. Using a 139 plier, I made a hook on one end of the wire. About 2.5 centimeters from the hook, I made a 90-degree bend on the wire. I then modified the 90-degree bend to adapt it to the labial surface of the central incisor. I then made another bend at the middle of the hook to get the space between hook and the gingiva to prevent gingival irritation. This is the final shape of the DIY hook before I bonded it. With a dull burr and copious amount of water, I roughened up the area where I was going to bond the hook. After drying the enamel with air, I placed the etchant material for about 10 seconds, flushed it out with a water jet, then dried it. I then applied a thin layer of bonding agent and cured it for about 5 seconds. I then placed a small amount of composite material to tack the hook first before I add up more material to make the hook more stable. With a cotton plier, I positioned the hook and then I held it in place with a wire tacker, made sure it was correct, and asked my assistant to cure it. Then I realized that the hook was just too near the gingiva that I had to pull it back a little bit. As I did so, I detached it from the thin composite material. After that, I reinforced the hook with another layer of composite cement. And at that point, I thought that the material was enough to hold the hooks in place and close the space without any unwanted tooth movement. I prefer to use night tie coil springs over elastic chains because they provide force on a constant basis. The disadvantage is when the patient doesn't come back for appointments, then it can cause overcorrection. I am placing a flowable composite on the spring attachment to the hook to, number one, to minimize irritation of the mucosa, and number two, to prevent dislodgement of the spring. The same procedure is then done on the other side. Before I place the hooks, I removed the mesh dents and leveled and aligned the teeth for a few weeks. For aesthetics, I place a pontic and a bracket on the gap. So the following are progression shots, and you will see that the pontic has been progressively reduced because the space has started to close. That's the second appointment where I reduced the pontic. This is the third appointment, followed by the fourth appointment, until only a sliver of pontic material was left. So this is the other side effect, the rotation of the tooth or both teeth along its long axis, but I was able to correct it with a couple of buttons and E-chain. So the following are progression shots that were taken in 4 months' time. Then the hook of 2-1 suddenly broke, but I didn't bother to pull it back because I already had closed the space. So when you think about it, you might see that there is tipping because of that black triangle. Actually, it was the original position of the teeth before I started to close it. And so, this is the final result of the space closure, but the case is not finished yet. The black triangle was also closed. Hoping that this video could be a great help to you and your practice.